Have you ever wondered which animal is the fastest? No? Well, consider staying anyway. You might end up learning something. I've looked over the internet and I have found the top 5 animals, so please grab a bucket of snacks, sit back, and just enjoy. The black buck is a small Indian gazelle. The male of this species has a black coloration and a white belly, as well as two horns coming out of its head. The males also tend to spend the majority of the year being loners or in small bachelor groups. Come mating seasons, males tend to get more territorial. The females, on the other hand, have a yellowish tan color with a white belly, and in the few circumstances where the females do have horns, they tend to be smaller than the horns on the male. Females also tend to be on average smaller than the males. The females tend to live in large social groups and tend to be more social than the males, outside of mating periods. Now that you know a bit more about the animal, how fast are they? They run at around 80 kilometers an hour, or around 50 miles an hour, which is fast, sure, but I also feel like they could be faster. Which brings us to... yes, the name that I always remember wrong. Anyhow, the Thompson gazelle males and some females have horns that bend backwards. The horns on the females are on average smaller and thinner than the horns on the males. Fun fact, there is a theory that females are losing their ability to grow horns, and this ties into why some female antelope species have horns and some don't. The Thompson gazelle have a reddish-brown coloration to their fur, with white alteration on their face as well as white belly and black stripes just above the belly on both sides. Are you wondering who named the species? Not really? Well, here you are anyway. They were named by, get ready for this, Joseph Thomson. Shocking, I know. Now I'm guessing that you're all screaming at me to stop talking about this magnificent creature and just to get to the speed. And I will. Seeing some gazelles can reach speeds of up to 80 to 90 kilometers an hour, around 50 to 56 miles an hour. Getting faster, but I still feel like there's a faster creature, right? Let's move on to the next point. The springbok is the next contender for the award of the fastest animal. But can it win? Well, let's look at the facts. But first, here's a little information to get to know the animal even better. Springboks have some interesting horns, right? Can we all just stop and appreciate the horns on this animal? They, to me at least, look really unique. Speaking of the horns, they are an impressive 35 to 50 centimeters, or 14 to 20 inches. They have a light brown coloration to the fur. Both males and females have black and white colorations to the face. Now to the speed. They can reach an impressive 88 kilometers an hour or around 54 miles an hour, which I will be acknowledging is slower than the higher estimate for the Thompson gazelle. But I make the list, so please leave a comment on how I am wrong. I'm sure someone will. I also base it on the fact that the Springbok's speed estimate is an average, whilst the Thompson's could be anywhere from point A to point B. This next one looks pretty weird, which by all means are great on this channel. We love the weird. Both females and males have horns, but they do be looking different. The females have smaller horns. The males are larger than the females, and the males measure in at 1.3 meters to 1.5 meters, or 4 foot 3 inches to 4 foot 11 inches in length, and 81 to 104 centimeters, or 2 foot 8 inches to 3 foot 5 inches at the shoulder. This is in height. Females on average nurse their young 3 times a day. Now that we know more about the pronghorns, we can move on to the speed. They can run up to 98 kilometers an hour, or around 61 miles an hour. Now we're getting somewhere with the speed. But I feel like there is one animal that is even faster. Let's check it out. The only carnivore on this list, this next one is really fast, putting every other animal on this list to shame. The cheetah males tend to be a bit larger than the females, also males tend to be a bit more muscular. Now, we're going to have a few fun facts, like the fact that cheetahs have around 2,000 spots, and they tend to be weighing in at around 36 to 65 kilograms, or about 80 to 140 pounds. They tend to live between 10 to 12 years, so similar to the lifespan of a dog. They anticipate the escapes tactic of their prey, which I found proves that they are really smart. Their tail helps them control their movements at higher speeds. They might run quickly, but they don't run for long, so they tend to sneak up on their prey and burst at full speed at closer ranges. And the most interesting fact that I found is that cheetahs apparently can't roar. Now, I've gone on and on about how the cheetah is really amazing, and I won't drag it out any longer. Their speed is an impressive 80 to 130 kilometers an hour, or 50 to 81 miles an hour. This is really impressive. That is faster than you're allowed to drive on most Swedish roads. Now, no wonder that they are considered the fastest animal on Earth. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I hope that you consider subscribing. And until next time, I wish you the best. Stay safe and enjoy nature. Bye.